proposal for the HA5 project. The difference, this is the same project I presented last year. The difference in the project is we added Roberts Cutoff to it, both the north and south side, which did increase the cost. And also we received a price increase of the material in the particular project. So I'm available for any kind of questions. My understanding from the scheduling, if you remember correctly from last year, that the scheduling around the school system was a problem. We already have that built in the proposal. Our goal is to, I believe they want to arrive around May, which will cause school, a situation with the school. We'll get that well in advance to the school, and we built around to where it'd be on a Saturday. If there is a delay in their schedule, then we'll be in June, which will be past the school and be less problems for everyone.
We probably will have to be looking at amending the budget though, because of the difference.
So I didn't see prices in here.
It's not in the memo, it's in the proposal that I laid on your desk.
Down. Okay.
Yeah, well, this is on top of the new roads, is that correct?
This is on top of the new road. Once the asphalt's finished, the new asphalt's there, this is treatment to put it on there. Now, last year you'll remember I believe the price range was around $90,000 to do the roads that we presented to you. By adding that Roberts Cutoff on there, it's raised it significantly, plus with the cost of the price increase. So we're at $250,874.87. And what we're doing to get this, we're piggybacking off of City of Hurst's contract with them. I provided a memo for the city attorney. That memo is there, along with the second page behind the memo is showing the amendment in a bid that we're piggybacking off of.
This should actually could come out of our bond money.
Yes, we can put this in the budget.
Yeah, and save the budget.
So the original thought, and Herman sort of, I think, shut it down at the time, was, as I recall, the original proposal was to do something like Hope or whatever. It was a relatively small street to test the product to see how it worked and whatnot.
Yeah,
is that true? Because this isn't that, right? This is like full bore.
This is full, put the product on and it's there.
So why the change, or did we feel like we don't need to do a test anymore, that we're comfortable enough just to go all out?
We were going to do it on a section of Roberts.
That's what I thought, we were going to do it.
Originally, when we first bought the project, I was going to do it on that first phase of Roberts Cutoff when we first got that particular phase.
Okay.
Since that time, each year I've been invited to where they're applying it in the city of Hurst, and so we have, not only myself but Jeremy Bell, we've been traveling over there, and the roads have held up just like the first day when they sprayed it 3 years ago.
Okay, so you've been able to observe it in another city
in another
over
city.
time?
Yes, sir.
And I'd love to see, even if we do this, leave a section untreated. So we really could see the actual street.
What is your house, right?
On my roundabout.
I mean, this is something we would like to do to extend the life. Once again, if you want to, do research another product, we have been researching this product. We feel like.
Tell us again how much you think it extends it?
It's my understanding 10 to 15 years.
Longer.
And I think they make that in the statement.
I don't know if we're going to do Roberts Cutoff. I want to make sure we do it all. I don't want to leave the spot blank. If it works, I want to save it because it's our main road.
Right.
We do a side road.
No, I'm talking about side, we got stuff marked everywhere around town here, so I'm saying it can be 50 feet off just to know, does it truly last?
Yeah.
5 or 6 years, and then we'll invest in a lot of other,
But, just take the school, for example, if you stopped it right there where that water flows over, it might make for a bad test. You look, oh, look how great this looks, but boy, it washed out right here. I mean, that would be the perfect place to test how good does it deal with water flow, because that's where the water flows. 7 to 10 years. Ohio Garden, right before 183.
Right.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Because I mean, that's what, the water's what's eating that road up anyway. So if we sealed it.
How much more road could we do if we didn't do this? What other roads could we fix? I'm concerned that that's 250, that seems,
that does
more
me.
more regular, we could fix, I think, a sizable amount of road, and I'm kind of torn. I see what you're saying about preserving it for a longer period of time if it works, but that's still a high price to pay for, you put down a new road and then put this on top of it, and the cost of the new road,
So, what is what does it cost to pave these same roads that you're talking about, spending this to put on top of it?
Well, we just spent, for instance, Marvin, correct me if I'm right, about south end of Roberts Cutoff was,
906,000.
yeah, 906,000 for it.
So in other words, how much would it cost to coat that one section?
I would have to do the square footage of that about
Roughly.
Like 10%?
We're talking about $100,000 for a $900,000 road, or we talking about, obviously it wouldn't be that high.
No,
150,000 for all the roads, wasn't it, all 7 of them?
yeah, it's actually,
250 is what I'm saying here. What do you mean?
yeah, it's 250,000.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
I remember asking that question, and they gave us some percentage. I was thinking it was in the 10 to 15%.
Yeah, that makes it sound a lot more feasible than reading it all at once.
One of the things that also was is that we, we had designed this to where, each year we were trying to get it in a budget. And, the first one was 90,000, the school participating 11,000, which I believe the school is still, committed to the 11,000.
They are.
And then, so that was 90,000, and then we were gonna add the sections of Roberts Cutoff each year in different sections. To make it more palatable. What's happened is the schedules, and we can actually postpone the north, I've got the north end of Roberts Cutoff on here, but it may get delayed till June. So we could actually take that square footage off and then get that,
Took that off and then did the part that is, but seems like the high traffic area like that is the one you definitely want to put it on, whereas take a side street that's, you know what I mean, if you're doing traffic count on some of these residential roads versus Roberts Cutoff, they probably get.
Was the school gonna pay, I know originally it seemed like, as I recall, we were gonna, the roads that we fixed around the school,
they committed
that was a share with us, between us and the school. Are they gonna share any of the cost of this either?
They, in that original budget that I presented to the school, they were able to save, about 11,000 left remaining, in that original 50% match. They said that they would commit that 11,000 to this project. And that's something that we can look at, if you would like to just do, if you want to kind of do our own test with the product, we can do Skyline from Baylor. That was the very first asphalt overlay that we have, where we do have some cracking already happening that I've got to address. I will get those crack sealed, and then we can put this on top of it and do it as a test along with the school project roads and still leave off both the north and south.
But see, I don't consider that a good test if it's already cracking. I want to put it on a road that doesn't have no cracks.
But you're talking about a brand new road with some minor cracks?
Yeah, we've got a brand new road with some minor cracks in it.
And is that normal?
Unfortunately, around here, I guess it is.
I don't know, when you're driving highway, like out, rural areas where state highway, they don't have those cracks. Doesn't seem to me.